They're me and Aaron got.
Welcome to Long Story Short. This is episode 144 on Nearing Nerdvana. I totally butchered that. And I still don't have a sign off.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah, I still don't have a sign off for the end of the show.
Super chat.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Just bring back out the guitar. Or I guess I could do bass, right? But how's everyone's week going?
Man, it's going. It's going. Yeah, big snow coming up here in the Northeast this weekend. So
Us too, bro.
Hey, big snow coming down here in Texas too.
Yeah, man. I think the better part of the East Coast, is going to get hit with this thing.
No.
But
I mean, I'm just gonna be typical American. Just do what we always do: blame Canada.
in their polar vortex. But yeah, things are good, man. We're sorry we missed last week. We all life can get in the way sometimes, but we're back this week with a good show. So happy to be here, bullshitting about comic books.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame my new job because I don't know all the ins and outs yet, and so we had a maintenance last week on Thursday, and I thought it was gonna be super intensive, and it was not. So yeah, like I can't believe they're paying me for this. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. And then I might end up with another short week this week because like Monday we might be unable to get to work. So I mean, this is more backstage talk, but I'm no longer going to be able to make the thumbnails during the day, so it's going to have to be in the evening time, like around the same time I did today when I dropped Blank.
What?
Yeah, man, it all works. It all works.
My company is super restrictive of what I can do on my computer, so like I can't do outside of work stuff on there. I mean, I guess this wouldn't really be considered another business, but yeah,
more of a hobby.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty.
All right.
I mean, I know it's 2026, but y'all know the rules. Pay as high as possible prices for all these books. Joe and I want to keep on talking about them on the Hot 10. So yeah, y'all are doing a good job. Even over all the years too. It's kind of crazy.
Trying to tell it, bro.
Yeah, no, the books do still show up on the Hot 10. I love sort of seeing ones we've covered pop up there now and then. But yeah, you guys know the rules, man. Hunting for comics is a fun game, man. It's if you always go out looking for something specific, you may come back disappointed. But if you just go out and dig and know what you're looking for, you'll more often than not, you're going to come away with some cool stuff, man. You're going to come away with some cool stuff. So that's what the show is all about, man. Helping you help yourself on the hunt.
Let's go.
All right. Let's get right into it. So this is an old school book. I mean, really hard to find much on it, but this is Zippy Magazine, #1. This is a Joe Simon cover by Membus Distributors in 1941. This is a division of what eventually became Marvel Comics back in the day. But I can't. This book is so obscure and rare. I can't find really any new sales on it, any recent sales on it. But it's a really well done book. And
dude, that's awesome, dude. That's an awesome cover.
And like the style of her skirt is kind of like see-through, and just being able to pull that off, you know what I mean? How it looks lacy. I mean that's not an easy thing to do, but yeah, just a class. Hey John, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
But yeah, just a really stunning piece. I would love to find this thing one day.
Is that a spoon in the background?
No, it's a sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There
but this
is no spoon.
but if this is going to go on your radar, this is going to be in a magazine size box.
I don't think she's wearing any underwear, Ben.
I see camel toe.
Wow.
Well, listen, it was a racy time, this in the early 40s, but
Anything goes.
anything went, that's for sure.
Anything goes with hose.
And this dude dressed up as the devil, man. Good on him. I assume nobody has this on the panel, otherwise we'd know about it.
Right.
Oh man, I have like 3
No.
copies. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have the original print.
The artist was my great grandfather. If you didn't know,
My artist, my great grandfather was the devil.
All right.
Wow! Holy shit!
This is another really tough book. So, Expose Detective #1, current detective stories from 1942. That was the publication. This was also early what became Marvel. This is a Peter Dribbin cover. We were seeing a lot of his stuff on like the Wink magazine and the Eyeful and all those type titles over the top. But this was more of a detective type series, and these expose detectives that he did are really, really, really difficult to get. And I mean, this book in and of itself is hard to find a picture of. I mean, that's how difficult this one is. So, no recent sales of this that I was able to find, but just a classic image from an earlier time. Heritage, I couldn't find any sales of this on Heritage. There was an issue of Expose Detective sold on Heritage for like $325, but it wasn't this issue. It was like issue 2 or 3 of this same run. But over the weekend I was reading a book on the history of Marvel Comics, and I saw some of this stuff in there, and I'm like, man, some of this stuff is just so well done. And it exists, a lot of it. It really does. Like, it really doesn't. Like, it's just not out there anywhere.
Is this like pulp size? This
is a pulp.
Okay.
This is a pulp size. Although when I saw it, it even looked a little bit bigger than that, but more of a pulp than a magazine. But it was kind of in between, actually.
Yeah, can we expose?
I couldn't put the little accent on the E, but either that or I just didn't want to look for the font that put it on there. So
or for the bind to
yeah,
because there used to be like I know you used to do that when it was like in the DOS days where you hit Alt and then like a certain number pattern in front of it, and then it would put out special characters.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it on my phone, but I don't know. I could have found the font if I really wanted to, but I think everybody gets the point.
That's what iPads are for, right?
The widow had too many sweeties.
They're requesting us to make shirts now that say "too many sweeties."
What does it say there? Sex and
my racket.
And my racket.
Or sex was my racket.
It's Austin Powers, bro. Sex was my racket, baby.
This is where Austin Powers got that from. So Mike Myers supposed to be the original owner of the Expose Detective.
Mama.
All right, here's a pulp. This is a shout out to Collect What You Like on Instagram, CWYL. I think he tunes in and watches the show now and then. But Amazing Stories Volume 20, number 4. This is a Walter Park cover. Experimental Publications, 1946. Yeah, this cover is really well done. First of all, the font on the dark, on the dark background really pops. The nymph, I think, is what you would call her, is very well rendered. The spider, on the other hand, he doesn't look that scary, right? To me, doesn't he look like he's a little kind of like
Little
fun,
cutie
jokey
pie. Little
But-
cutie
but-
patootie.
Yeah, like I don't think she's that scared by that spider. He looks like he's not gonna eat her. He just wants to, talk.
want a friend.
It's the spider you imagine for the itsy bitsy spider. Oh. But okay, to derail this conversation even more, Igor is asking us a question. What's the oldest book any of you have on the panel? So
Oldest book. I mean, I've got.
off the top of my head, 1929, that pulp I have.
I don't got anything in the 20s. I think I've got some pulps from the 30s.
I think that's the year. Let me double check.
But I don't think I've got anything in the 20s.
27.
Card, do you
My
have
bad.
that? Was it you that bought that Popeye? And what?
Yes, I sold it though.
Oh, okay.
I forget what old book I
That was
had.
in the that was in
Oh,
the
shit.
20s. Though, I want to say.
Here's a
Yeah.
cool fun item, the bad idea drink menu. Joe or John?
I got
I've not-
1930 here. I think I showed it to you guys already.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
beautiful.
I do have a Popeye. Let me see what year that is. Oh no, this is first appearance of Jeep, 1937.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
And then I have a boatload of I've showed it to you guys in the past, like pulps and stuff. They're all like early 30s or stuff,
No.
I wouldn't mind having one of those. What is it called? Is it called the Yellow Kid or the Yellow Boy? That dropped like in the late 1800s. Like it's considered like one of the first or earliest comic strips or comic books.
Well, I have the copy of the Declaration of Independence at my house. So
Ooh, okay. All right. But
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, once again, shout out to Collect What You Like. Yeah, a really well done cover with a very friendly spider.
She's a Tinkerbell type, right?
Yes, early. Actually, Tinkerbell.
already been out, right? In 46.
Yeah.
I've got a magazine from like 1898.
ooh,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
comic magazine or like
Here,
a
let me get
okay.
it.
All right. Well, while he's getting it, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next book. Or do you think this is going to
All
derail?
right.
All right, he's not back yet. So
All right. Another insect themed cover.
Mhm.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but an Earthman on Venus. This is a very cool Gene Fawcett cover. 1951. A 3.5 of this sold for $365 back in 2025. Are we frozen? Am I frozen?
No.
no,
No.
I think you caught back up.
No, all right. Sorry, I saw wheels on everybody. So, 121 of these on the census. A 9.6, a high grade of a 9.6, which is kind of crazy. Has to have been a file copy, I would imagine. But the 3.5 for 365. I think.
Oh, now he froze.
Jinxed it.
But he's the one he jinxed it himself, though. And I think he's back.
Sorry, I don't know if like what's going on, man. I'm just seeing the wheels pop up on everybody's screen. So
The last we heard
but
was
yeah,
3.5.
man, I don't know.
at
This is
at
the kind of
3.
book that I would definitely think about grabbing. if I saw this at a show. Has anybody ever come across this?
No.
I've seen it. I think I might have seen that before. Earthman.
You've never seen this one, John?
No, I think I've seen it at a show before. Elite 11 last year. There was a guy that had he was an amazing dealer. He had two tremendous walls. You guys would have you probably would have just it would have been just great if you guys were there. There were about 3 dealers there that had just amazing displays of golden age books. I have stuff I've never seen. It's I think I showed that book that I bought, like the Yellow Jacket or the Yellow Jack golden age book. That's where I got it from. It was like just the oddest things and really, great condition, low numbers, good stuff. But I think I've seen it before.
1932.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing, Joe. 32, man. Whew. It's going to be 100 years old here before you know it.
Have a birthday party, bro.
I thought you were about to pull out a Ooh La La magazine or something.
No, I mean, I got some, I've got a Babe Ruth one from 1932 Sport Magazine. I think I've shown you guys that before. So.
All right. Just some more Golden Age beauties. Down with Crime #7. This is another Fawcett book from 1952. George Appel and John Sink did the art. Neither one of them were credited with the cover, but I assume either it was one of them or both of them who had worked on it because they did all the interiors. I didn't see a recent sale of this, but there are only 28 of these on the census. Obviously, 0 in 9.8. There is a 9.4, which is an exceptionally high grade. But just you got the girl sleeping in her bed, and the dude's coming through the window, and he's gonna cap her, or she's gonna cap him.
She's got her own heater.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that this was going to be Mercenot's next album, titled Down with Crime, right? You were writing all the beats for it.
It looks like old school Sandman, doesn't it?
Yeah. 28 of these. I've never seen this book in person, but I would be damn happy to own one.
It's just amazing how language has changed over time.
You down with crime, dog? I'm down with crime. Bring it.
All right, we're out of the old stuff into the modern era. So this is an interesting book. So this is one of Michael Turner's rarer books. This is the Witchblade Pinup Special #1. This is one of those museum editions, but the interesting thing is that the art on this was only ever used, as far as I can tell, on this book. A lot of these museum editions, they're just repurposing covers and creating them, but this is limited to 50. And if you go to the next page, the OA sold in 2024 for 15 grand.
That's nice.
Which was not a bad price. And that was kind of before OA started to really rip. But, Michael Turner, a lot of his stuff is less collectible because of the era it was created. It's sort of the high print run era. But this is one of his rarer books for sure.
Are these museum editions? Are these official releases?
They're basically it's basically like a new cover put on the book that it was the Jane Company, I think, did these back in the day. They come with certificates of authenticity. They're not bootlegs, but they're hard to grade because I've got this book, but they're hard to let me see what did I do with it. They're hard to grade because
What's that, John?
you know, they're big. Like, you know, they're as long as basically a magazine,
Wow.
but the width of a comic book.
If the cover overlaps the
Lord.
book by a significant amount, then they don't grade it.
Did he do a remark on that? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
he did. This was a limited to 500 convention
my
exclusive.
Goodness.
What you want to do when you want to find some really tough books, look for this at the bottom of those old school convention exclusives. And then they had their own little holofoil decal, and then a very detailed cert came with this that explains that Mike Turner actually did a certain amount of these for the show.
Yeah, so that's the same.
There's only 25 of these. So
that's the same certificate of
Yeah.
authenticity that came with the one we're talking about right now. But
right, yeah,
but yeah,
I
these are legit. But
Yeah.
What I like about this one, like I said, is this art was only available on this book. It wasn't used anywhere else. So making it one of his more collectible books. But yeah, and that's awesome, John. Having a remark from Turner, that's really nice.
yeah.
But
There was
but
there was a dealer at a small show that I do in Long Island in New York, and he must have acquired from a guy who was probably a big convention guy in the 90s or whatever, and he probably went to a lot of these shows or met Turner, and he had around 5 pieces, and the 2 that I wanted, they were complete like blanks, their version of blanks back then, and that had just full page of Michael Turner art. And I wanted it really bad, but the prices were getting a little rough. So I just went with the one that made sense financially,
I think
But
you
it's
made
all-
a good choice.
but it's
Oh,
also
wow. Look at
not-
that.
but it's also but also
Wow.
still be careful on other museum pieces too, right? Museum editions. Like don't trust, like be careful of the publisher that it's on, because there are a lot of known bootlegs that do exist out there.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I mean, obviously, if you've been doing this for a while and if you've seen a lot of this stuff and you've owned it or held it before, looked at it up close, you could spot, somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes most times, But also you also have to factor reputable dealers and their knowledge, and I call it like changing of hands. Usually guys that I buy from, those type of guys, I know they know what they're doing when they buy it, so it all helps at the end. So
yeah, so I mean, this book was off the radar. It's on Cover Price now, but I hit up DeVoe about it, and he was like, "What is this?" He's like, "I need this book now." He didn't have it. I don't think my comic shop does. I mean, this book isn't in a lot of the databases, but just because I think it was just so limited, as the saying that we stole from Dennis, books so rare they're worthless. But that said, there are a few of these out there, and people ask a lot of money for them. So it's not like people don't know what they have.
because we said his phrase, now I owe Dennis money.
Yeah, we owe him a nickel every time we use that. So
It's all right. I'll buy him a meal at San Diego, or if he's at MegaCon.
whole meal.
All right. I was just thinking about this book the other day. This is the final issue of Wizard.
Yes,
most of
that's
us
awesome.
in this hobby, we loved Wizard growing up, right? It was really sort of the go-to source for anything comic related, right? If you wanted to know what was going on, you had to go find it. So this was the final issue featuring Ryan Reynolds. I don't believe there were multiple covers. It was just the one. Wizard towards the end, they were doing like for a while, like 3 different covers, kind of all, equally printed, and they just put them out. But this is the final one. Unfortunately, it's for that shitty Green Lantern movie that that Reynolds did.
That everyone loves.
Yes, that everyone loves. The timeless Green Lantern movie. But if you were probably to find this in high grade, so an 8.0 sold for 50, which is nothing, obviously. There's an 8.5 on the census. But if you were able to find a higher grade of this, 9.6, 9.8, you could probably get a nice little penny for it, and I don't think anybody's out there probably actively hunting these.
Yeah, the
Wizards are
wizard.
tough.
Probably not.
Like wizards are real tough. When you find them in the wild, they're typically very well read because nobody was actively really collecting them. They were just reading them.
Mhm.
But and then the boxes that are in them, at least typically for me, they're not well taken care of. They're just thrown in a box for $5 a piece. 3 for $10 or something like that.
Sometimes you get lucky, you still find a bunch of those sealed in the baggies.
You do find them every once in a while. That's a
Yeah.
rarity, it feels like. But
There's no alternative. There's no like variant for this, right? Cover B.
no, I believe. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think this was it. This was the only cover for the final Wizard. So, this is one to keep an eye open for, particularly if you can nab it in high grade, because you won't. My guess is you won't have to pay much for it.
I'd be surprised if people actually kept this if they have it.
I had a lot of. I mean, I was reading Wizard, probably until like not this far, but certainly like 2009. I was probably still reading it 2008, but
Oh wow.
something like that. But
Wizard magazines were definitely a major companion in collecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the what is that? The weekly list, the top books, like basically what you guys do on YouTube. They were doing it in magazine form.
Mhm.
yeah, they had price
So-
guides and interviews with artists and creators.
Yeah.
It was the pulse for a long time. But it by this point it obviously had faded. The internet had taken over and there wasn't really a place for it anymore. But certainly like back in the 90s when I was in middle school and high school, man, Wizard was everything. So I still have my copy of it, number 1, in reasonably good shape.
So the week I knew Joe and I were really good friends, we were on Flipside doing pickups, and we ended up both having the exact same Wizard magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember which cover it was?
Yeah, it was Campbell Wolverine.
Snake Eyes cover.
Snake Eyes, yeah.
Yeah. So we like no planning at all.
I was
We
like, did
literally-
we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Right.
It was really funny. Like that's probably one of my core memories of doing podcasting and stuff like that. Or how I knew I found my tribe, right?
Yeah.
So
That was good times, man.
yeah. Yes, sir. All right. What do we have next?
All right. I posted this book and a lot of people were unaware of it. I mean, given how hot Ito has been recently, just thought I'd throw it on here. But this is Marion Heretic #1. This is by Boom Studios. This was so at NYCC. They had those blind bags that Boom was doing with something killing the children. This is in there. There's a few other things in there, but these are super limited. This was limited to 250 copies. It's a foil. I've got one somewhere around here. I don't know what I did with it, but it's a foil. Really sharp looking foil, if you ask me. And just a tougher book to get from this artist who's really starting to build a beat in 2026. And this is a good read too. This story, it's definitely an interesting read. But Ito. I mean, the year is obviously very, very young, but certainly making a case early on to be one of the talked about artists of the year. But we'll see. Long way to go. Somebody else is certain to emerge, I'm sure.
Derek, you don't like shiny covers?
All right. I don't think we've ever talked about this book on the show. We've talked about the second print for sure, right? But one of the best Psylocke covers, I think most people would agree. Some would say it's the best, some would say it's not, but Psylocke #1, a beautiful David Finch cover. from Marvel in 2010. A 9.8 of this sold for $427 late last year. I mean, that's a very respectable sale for a non-variant from 2010.
It had to have been a low print run, Ben, because I mean, you don't see this one in the wild too often.
No, I mean, I think if people have them, they keep them. I mean, you're right. You don't see. I just got my first copy of this book recently, believe it or not. So I've been a big fan of this book for many years, and I don't see it digging that often. Not in, not in the back issue bins. You'd expect to see it for $50-$60, something like that. But $427 really kind of surprised me. It was interesting that 79 of them are signed. I assume that's all by Finch. But yeah, just the classic. I mean, the second print goes for almost twice this at a 9.8. I mean, it's super, super difficult to find. And I know we've talked about that one, but this Psylocke cover, one of her best. And yeah, I mean, a very respectable price. You have any of these left, Carter?
No, they long gone.
All right, real quick. Happy birthday to DJ Robot. I guess you can be DJ Robot 24 now.
All right. Happy birthday.
Because his name's DJ Robot 23. All right.
I should have looked up the print run on that, Joe, actually. I could probably do it real quickly.
It has
actually,
to be a little. Yeah, it has to be.
You know why? So you know why it's hard to look up print runs now? Because Previews World, which was Diamond, is gone, and that had the entire history of all of the street release dates of books.
Yep.
Which is which is what Comicron used, right? So you had to know the date to look up the book. So there are ways to find it, but not easily. But yeah, I went the other day to look for one, and I was like, "Fuck, Previews! They've killed the site now."
So really?
All that information is gone. Yeah, it's all gone.
Oh man, I hope someone really smart pulled that information, that data. I mean, there's got to be someone that did.
You would hope so, man. You would hope so. But
I mean,
it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So,
have you tried using because one of my favorite websites to use, to get pictures or whatever is comics.org still. I know sometimes they put on street dates there too as well.
I've never actually gone there to look for them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so you might check that out. Alrighty.
All right.
What do we have next?
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about Psylocke. There's a new Psylocke series that came out yesterday, and we'll talk about one of those books just to check in on it. But it was actually quite interesting. It was basically fills in the gap from when she went from being, the English Betsy Braddock to, the Asian assassin. And it was written by Tim Seeley. And like I said, I read it yesterday, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like, the read was entertaining enough, and it ties her into the Hand and Elektra and all that stuff, which is my jam. So, anyways, I was pleasantly surprised with it. Let's just leave it that way. But Joe, I assume you have one of these. No. X-Men 90. X-Men 92 number 1.
That one. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a Campbell Stanley exclusive from 2016. And
you made a black and white of that, right?
Yeah, I think there was a black and white sketch type of this one. Yeah. $175, the most recent 9.8 sale, which is down from its highs. This thing was going in the low 200s to 250 range. 196 of these on the in 9.8, 346 on the census. And because it's a Campbell, there's going to be a pile of signature series, so 195 of these are signed. Yeah, I don't have this one, but I would be happy to own one.
I think I paid for a raw copy in high grade. I think I paid $40.
Yeah, it's a good price, man.
3 or 4 years ago.
Do Do you feel like there's some sort of stigma now on the Stan Lee exclusive? Because it's those people that were making them sign.
They took advantage of him.
Yeah.
I don't see it or feel it. I can see why some people might, but Stan Lee, I don't know. He's held in such reverence that I don't know. I think when people see that, they more associate it with him than those shysters.
Yeah.
Did that movie ever get released? That dude was trying to put out?
From my understanding, I believe someone, instead of them getting it funded through Kickstarter, someone fully funded the film now. So I don't know where it's at past that point.
So it is going to come out though to the public at some point.
I would assume so if someone's going to fully fund it.
Oh, if they fully funded it, then what happened to all the Kickstarter money that was already given? Because from what I understand, the Kickstarter money, once you back or campaign whatever for it, you
Money
don't have they don't have an obligation to refund you. So
I don't know.
That's strange.
Yeah,
because he was backed by. From when I checked it one time, it seemed like he had some money put into it by backers from the Kickstarter. So if somebody fully funded it, then did he? I mean, I doubt it, but I'm surprised you didn't hear from the community that he didn't refund back all the people from the Kickstarter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone that was actually charged either, though.
So what happens if it doesn't get back? You don't get charged. Is that how it goes?
Because I think he ended the campaign early.
Okay, all right.
Too as well.
Then maybe.
Right. So that's kind of where I heard where it was left off, but I don't know either. Or maybe it's like you got the like if you didn't pick a movie reward or whatever, then maybe you got like the comics that were associated with it too. So I mean, I guess there's a lot of questions that need answering. So make sure to tune in to Beyond Wednesdays on Saturday for drama. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch that movie or not when it comes out, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know if I mean, I guess it's good to shine a light on it, but like I don't need to see Stan
being
taken advantage of, I guess.
I don't need that curtain pulled back for me.
I mean, if it shows up for free, like on Netflix, on something I already have, I definitely would take some kind of a look at it. But I'm not gonna put any money in their pocket, like purposely paying, or campaigning with it. So, if it's part of a channel I already pay for, I'm gonna definitely take a view.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
maybe someone paid enough money to like make sure it never sees the light today.
I mean, maybe someone just went and did that, and like they're just gonna kill it. I don't know. I mean, I'd be surprised, but I mean, I could see that too. Like basically saying, "Listen, I don't want this getting out."
Yeah, I mean, if a bunch of like rich people are involved in it or whatever, they're gonna bury it somehow. But who knows?
I doubt it.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, another cool Psylocke cover. It was kind of in a Psylocke mood for a little bit today. Another Campbell that he did of Psylocke. This was a connecting cover, right? There were like a series of these that all kind of had the same like look and feel to them.
It had two different X-Men characters on it, and then
those are Rogue and
because I have who is it? Banshee and Polaris, I think.
That's right.
I don't remember the other because I want to say it's like 5 covers, if not more, right?
Yeah, I mean this is cover D, so yeah, it probably went beyond that. I didn't look at all of them, but I do remember a lot.
Still available on his site.
This one still is.
I could have sworn I saw it like Warehouse Find. You know how he has it on the.
No shit. I'll have to go take a look.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like there's probably like 1,000 of each of these covers or whatever, if not a little bit more.
Yeah, that was about the print runs of these when he was putting them out back in the day,
like 1,500 or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000, something like that. But what I was, I know like his books, he's signing his books is, in some cases the default option when you go in there, but there's 167 on these on the census. 106 are signed, which is kind of the vast majority of them have been signed.
Honestly, that's why I like to buy unsigned J. Scott Campbell books and stuff like that, just because
they're probably rarer than the signed ones.
Exactly. Yeah. And then plus having people get the unsigned ones and then eventually get them signed by him. Joe, no, I'm just joking.
No, I'm saying like, with him changing his autograph already, like it's up there and over 10 times. He's has the different signatures. I don't, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, he signs a lot, but he has different signatures. So I don't know if that changes some things.
It probably will. There'll probably be like a vintage of signature that people identify as, the one they want, and any of the books that are signed that way
now
will be
like his just cursive Campbell. I think that's what he's. But he's been Jeff Scott, J. Scott Campbell, like, and then the big circular Campbell. Now it's a refined little Campbell. Yeah, I think it's easier on his
probably on his wrist.
Yeah,
and because he still has to draw, right? Besides doing all these signatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that 147 for the 9.8 on that, which was I guess it was lower than I was expecting, but I think that was well off its highs as well.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. All right, this next book people are going nuts for, so we're just going to check in. These next few books, we're just checking in on some books that we had talked about before. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago, right? Before it had even come out. People are loving this cover. So it's 1 in 200.
Fucking beautiful.
Just came out.
Mama!
They're going for $350 to $375. It's not often that you see ratios in the 200s pop like that. A lot of them usually go for less than ratio. This thing's almost going for 2x ratio. And maybe it's come in, but this is what I saw this morning, I guess, or was it yesterday? It was within the last. I think it was this morning, but they were still doing pretty well, and this is probably Art Germ's biggest hit in a while. I'd have to say.
Yep. Is there a trade of this?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there's a trade of this, and then there's this one. So if you want the trade, you obviously don't have to pay as much. But my guess is that will probably go up if this thing stays as hot as it is. Those will probably, pop up a little bit. But I think what people like about this is it's less digital, right? It's just sort of the palette is almost a little bit more retro in terms of color and the vibe to it.
She looks more Latina, dude.
Well, I mean the whole composition itself is flat, right? Versus his like traditional, almost 3D like silky look to it. It has that traditional Japanese style of painting to it. That's kind of why I really like this.
The coloring and all that, but the pose itself is he's done this pose a gazillion times on covers, right? But with more of his his older style. I think just the softness of this is really resonating with people.
What? So. Somebody just put his LCS had it for 175.
Wow.
I know what shop that is. So.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But would you buy it for that?
With the intention of getting it slabbed, absolutely. I mean, depending on like if I'm going to pay 175 from the jump, the book has got to be perfect. I mean, it's got to be perfect. I'm looking to buy a 9.8, not a 9.6. If I'm going to pay that amount of money raw,
all right,
like so that bitch better be 9.8. And I've got a magnifying glass. There can't be a single imperfection because that's what you're paying for. You're not paying for a 9.6 raw. You're paying for a 9.8 raw. And so when comic shops go, you're gonna buy it? Well, I want to see what I mean, you're selling me a 9.8. I want to make sure it's a fucking 9.8. And we can go over it together and start corner by corner. You know what I mean? So I got no problem paying 175, but it better be a fucking 9.8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any store exclusives for this book? I mean, that's gonna sort of help dictate what supply on these are. I don't remember if there were or not.
Yes, there's a Comic Tom has one.
Comic Tom has one. Okay.
So if he has one, I'm assuming he's not the only one.
I'm just going on cover price right now. So there is the Psylocke, the Scotty Young, the Lobos. These are all not. There's.
Is the Scotty Young one a store exclusive?
No. I was there at the store. There's a Linsner. That's an exclusive. There's one exclusive, a Linsner exclusive.
I know Brian showed us one yesterday where it's like a 3 cover set, right?
All right. So there's 2 exclusives. It's not, hold on. There's 3 exclusives. 616, Comic Tom, and 217 exclusives. I don't know who those guys are. All right. So there's not a crazy amount of them, but you got to assume that, they all did about 4,000 books, 1,000 Virgin, 3,000. So factor that into the available supply.
Yeah.
Anyways, good looking book.
So if they each did 4,000 copies of something, wouldn't that be 12,000 copies and divided by 3? Was that 400 extra copies? Or
or
600 I meant.
1 in 200 is going to be 0.5%, right? So it's basically 200 copies per 4,000. So each retailer just think they have 200 copies each.
Yeah, so 600 extra copies floating around.
Yeah. Just something to keep in mind.
Yeah. So we'll see it when it floods the market, right? There's going to be 200 because I'm assuming they're going to sell 100 each or something like that, and then there's going to be like 100. They're each going to have 100 signature series, so there's going to be at least 300 graded signature series.
No, that's too many. 4,000 at 1% would be
60. It's 60.
Yeah.
I can't math. I'm tired.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is a great book. I would happily buy this at the right price, but I'm cheap, so it's not going to be anywhere near where they're asking for. But I'll keep an eye open for going forward. All right. Nothing really going on with this book other than I've always loved the vibe of Lady Mechanica books. They just Benitez is it's such a cool feel to it. This is a Peter Steigerwald exclusive variant. A really, really difficult book to find, but really well done. And it doesn't show up very often. I mean, the last 9.8 sold almost a decade ago, back in 2017 for this. So it doesn't sell a lot. 17 on the census, 11 in 9.8. 10 of these are signature series, but I don't know. I just I dig this book, and I've never seen it.
When did this come out?
This came out in this was probably 2011 or 12. No, it was later. This was probably like 16.
Shit, they're gonna probably wind up repurposing this art.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's really nice, but it's tough to find.
Yeah, that's phenomenal, man.
Lady Mechanic is a cool vibe.
Oh man.
So another
Here we
book
go. There we go.
checking in on. We're checking in on some books tonight.
Mama!
We've talked about before. I was shocked to see a raw of this go for $7.50. I mean
That's surprised there's a raw copy out there.
Yeah.
Well, Dino just scored a raw copy of this not long ago, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought one from someone, and he didn't pay $7.50 for it. I know that much for a fact. Yeah, this is a Superior Spider-Man number 20. This is a Campbell 1 in 50. One of his best Black Cat covers, for my money. This is from 2013. This book is not light on the census. It's not heavy, but I mean, 446 copies, well represented, 317 and 9.8, and 153 signature series. And wasn't this cover also repurposed by a retailer, or this art?
That cover was used on one of those Mexico
Yeah.
convention.
The Mexico for sure, but
and
didn't that
gets
retailer
some money too? So yeah, I'm sorry.
Philly, like Rupp or Roop or whatever, didn't he
Rupp's
have an
Comics?
exclusive for this? Where like the Spider-Man ball was like the black suit or something like that? I'm pretty sure.
She's sitting on his face, bro.
I'll
I'm pretty
ask.
sure that a retailer reused this for an exclusive at one point.
Dude, I get excited when I see Campbell books, bro. This
I'll
is
ask,
one of my favorites. I
How
got
many do you
shit
have
out
of this one, Joe?
I
I'll
just
ask
got one.
Clutch.
I remember when I bought this, man, because I was picking up the Superior Spider-Man run, and I told him I want the variant, and so I went in there, and I know he goes, oh, I can't find it. I go, dude, I know you got it. Give me my fucking variant, bro. This was the dickhead LCS that I used to have, but yeah, what did I pay? I think I paid like $35 when it first came out.
Wow, that's a good score, man. It's going for $7.50 raw now. That is that's a big sale for this book.
All right, so Igor is saying that Rupp's Comics does have a version of this.
Okay, yeah, I knew I wasn't losing my mind on this one.
And yeah, so big shout out to him because he is a good friend of Clutch. Big Clutch. So
Who's that?
Rupp's Comics, who shared the booth.
I thought you said Igor.
No, Rupp's Comics, because he's the one that shared the booth, At,
I'm just kidding,
San
Igor.
Yeah,
that was
good guy.
cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. If I didn't know that he had a repurposed one, I would have hit him up for a couple of these, man. He's probably still got a couple of them.
Yeah, they're still available on his website. So,
what's he selling them for? Come on, you already pulled it up, man.
I don't have it pulled up. It's everyone else in the chat has it pulled up.
Hey, chat, what are they selling them for?
They're gonna go clean them out.
Well, Joe, he was trying to buy them while you waiting.
Yeah, we are not like the House of Stein show. We dropped the names of these guys apparently. Great book, crazy price. All right, another one we're checking in on. When we talked about this book, there were no graded copies, if I recall. This is a Bruce Timm, Jack Spranger cover. Very Tim inspired here, though. You can clearly see the Tim in this. Eternity Comics from 1989. And 9.8 of this sold for $342 on Heritage, which kind of surprised me. It's the only copy graded out there currently. But tough book to find in high grade. But anything Bruce Timm these days, man, is really really sort of taken off, and I have to believe whoever sold this was watching the show and decided to go find one, grade it, and then sell it. But 342, a pretty good, turnaround on this thing. I forget when we talked about it, but it was several months ago.
Wait, is Heritage the right place to put this on? Or do you think
I don't know. I think it did all right, though. I wouldn't think so, right? I wouldn't think so, but 342?
I mean, that's respectable price, but like, I mean, I feel like you're paying a bunch extra with a buyer's premium and all that. Or is that the price with the buyer's premium?
I think that's the all-in price. Yeah, I think that's the all-in price.
So I mean, I feel like you could the whoever the seller is could have gotten a little bit more even after fees, like on just selling this on eBay.
Very well could have. I mean, I don't feel like people are necessarily looking for this on Heritage, but anything Tim or is hot at the moment. So I was just surprised to see this thing go, given that we talked about it a little while ago for that much. When you can find it for nothing. Is it going to be a 9.8? Probably not. Like these Eternity books, if you've ever seen them, they're made out of cheap paper. They get beat up really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this was from Chris Klaus on Instagram. He said, "Hey man, I saw this really cool Speakeasy comic with Tank Girl on it, an early Tank Girl appearance." And he's like, "You want to throw it on the show?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'll throw it on the show." So this is a James Hewlett cover. He's obviously known for creating Tank Girl. This is an Acme Press in 1990. Tank Girl and Judge Dredd go at it in this. And when I say go at it, they fight. Don't take it for anything else. I love Tank Girl from this era, and this is a more of a magazine than a comic, I think.
Cool.
All right. So I want to talk about this one for a second. So Stein was doing a sale, like I think it was actually 2 weeks ago after the show, and
during the show.
Yeah, I watched him after the show. I watched him for a little bit, and I bought this book he was selling. Awesome Adventures #1. This is the red foil variant. It's limited. Doesn't really say what it's limited to what, but Stein's like, this is an Alex Ross. I can kind of see it, and Alex Ross did do work on Austin, but I can't find anything definitive that says it's him on this book, right? There's no signature there, and there's nothing that clearly states this as being Alex Ross. What do you think? You think that's Ross?
It looks like it.
He definitely did another cover for this series. So, and Stein obviously knows his shit. I couldn't find it. But this red foil is a ghost. And I got it for like $10 from Stein. So, happy to grab it. But, and this is a Liefeld, right? Awesome Comics was a Liefeld comic line. And this was some young blood stories and some other stuff, but
cool stuff.
This is definitely an Alex Ross, though. The closer I look at it,
I think so. I think so too. I just couldn't definitively find him being credited to this cover anywhere, this specifically.
Yeah, but I don't know what is that more of a bigger recent thing too about like cover artists being credited for this?
No, I mean I just like in any of the databases, because they'll say cover artist, like interior artist, like they'll go through the credits on this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my copy. I don't know what I did with it, but hold on, it's got to be. Yeah, it's right. It's right here. Shout out to Stein if you're watching, buddy. But yeah, I just I was like, nobody was bidding on it. I'm like, I'll buy that thing.
Nice.
Anyways, all right, Carter. I was watching Hot Book Alert. I wasn't able to be on because I got stuck in a snowstorm driving home from Delaware.
Yikes!
But yeah, man, I was I saw this and I threw it on because I know you wanted to talk about it.
Body bags, the hard way. I forget if this is a so number one. And I forget if this is a ratio variant or not, or maybe
it just says like a limited, like Jason Pierce. It was a cover C, and I think it was just limited. But
okay, yeah, I don't have this book, but I don't know, for whatever reason it grabbed me.
Well, there was a sale that you were covering. Do you remember how much it went for?
I think it went for like 50 or something like that.
Yeah, you can't find this book, and yeah, Jason Pearson, rest in peace. But yeah, this thing is not out there. Like if you go look for this thing, there's nothing out there that I could see on this book. Anyway.
I mean, how many crowds is this gonna attract too? Because it's the lowrider, text at the top. So, I mean, I know a lot of people collect that kind of.
Yeah.
I was.
I would have definitely grabbed this if I'd seen it. If I had seen this digging the well. But this is the kind of stuff you should be keeping. You guys should keeping your eyes open for, like digging for this kind of stuff, because these are going to be out there in boxes. I guarantee it that these are sitting in boxes somewhere in dollar bins, and you can find them. So, Remo, when you find this, man, you post it on IG and you tag us. I'm waiting.
Or he already has it. All right,
he already has it. Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Well, if you find it in your collection, take a picture, and tag us in it. Hashtag I have this. I don't
know. I saw this on one of your shows, Carter, and I threw it on there.
PvP, the General Lee cover. This is what I don't think this cover goes for anything. But
I was in love with the General Lee, and I know like it's not PC to be in love with the General Lee, but man, like I watched the Duke boys growing up, man, and I don't think there was any hate in those boys' hearts, man. Like those guys weren't.
I met John Schneider at the airport.
Hell yeah.
But you remember there was like a Duke's cartoon for a little while?
No. Yeah, there was.
There was?
Yeah.
No, really?
There was.
Yeah, and they sold that plastic General Lee where the top opened up and you could drop them in, but like it was based on that cartoon.
I'm looking it up now. I can't believe it. How did I not know this?
Dude, I don't think it survived. Like it might have just been like.
Was there a comic of Dukes of Hazzard?
There is a Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know, but like it's with the whole sensitivity around sort of the Confederate flag, like it's like it's not even in syndication anymore. I don't think like that show, but like the show itself was as innocent as could be. I mean, it was just a bunch of freaking
So
some good old
the Dukes of Hazzard. That's that one movie with Jessica Simpson and Johnny.
Oh yeah,
right? That's right. I forgot they did. Forgot they did.
Willie Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse.
I was just joking. I knew there was a TV show. I just never watched
it. I thought John Schneider was the fucking man back in the old days, man. Right? Like Bo, I just thought and when they would fucking take the bow and arrows with the dynamite out of the fucking car and blow shit up, that was like the coolest.
Yeah, man, he was Luke Skywalker, bro.
Dude,
I can't believe there was a cartoon. I never watched it. I
never heard of a cartoon.
Wow.
Did you find it?
Well, yeah, I'm looking at photos from the series.
I don't know if it's out there or anything, but I don't think it lasted long. But
the Dukes.
I used to have a die cast General Lee. I don't know if you ever seen these back in the day, but man,
yeah.
Those things were fucking. It was like one of my favorite toys.
So someone I game with, he bought the General Lee recently. Like he has a replica of it.
Or the
I can't
actual
remember.
like a full like working car.
Yeah, like a full
Yeah.
working car, like the orange paint, like Confederate flag on the top, everything. Like I don't know if it was like on if it was used like in the TV show or movies or whatever, but uh the first question I asked, I was like, okay, when you honk the horn, does it make the sound?
Does it play Dixie?
Yeah,
It has
and
to.
it does. And then the second question I asked, are the doors welded shut? And they are not. And I was kind of disappointed that the doors
Pussy.
yeah, I was kind of disappointed that he didn't have to jump through the window to get into his car.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you just got to go all. You got to do it right? I mean, like
Nah. Do you
you
really
see
want
these,
anybody
though, like
climbing through the window if you spend all that money to make that car?
I'm just.
You know what
Well,
I mean? It's like
I mean, can you really call it a replica if you don't have to go through the window?
nah, that's
Well,
fine.
you'll see these cars. At least you used to like see these on the road, and when you see them, you just stop because it's just like so freaking eye catching. Just a
Mhm.
bright orange
Yeah.
car, like with an 01 on the side, and
Pre-pandemic on Rice, there used to be two cars that used to park on the inner loop that never got tickets. One was the Mystery Machine, like Scooby Doo, and the other one was a DeLorean, but it wasn't like made to look like Back to the Future or anything like that. It was just a DeLorean because the factory was in Houston or is in Houston. I think it's a museum now. Anyways, and I believe this is our last book.
all right, stole this. Carter was having Carter and Mike. I thought I saw Mike in the chat. Mike, if you're there, what's up, buddy? Yeah, talking about this. Why the question is, why doesn't this book go for more? Right, there are Nightwings that go for big money, but this one gets no love. Am I right, Carter?
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Because he's with a chick. That's why.
Yeah, I know, right?
And a thick one at that.
There's a few of them where he's going with Barbara Gordon pretty well, and they don't go
Yeah.
for a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go
It's
for.
because he's not going
damn-
short.
Yeah, so this is Nightwing 88 from 2022, and this is the Jamal Campbell cover. Cover B, so it's not a ratio variant or anything like that. And yeah, he's got him and Barbara Gordon. He got her by the cakes. He got the booty spilling out a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you had basically re-rendered this, take Barbara out, and he's just standing there taking his shirt off in the window there, this thing's going for $250.
That's what I'm thinking.
Especially with that pink lighting too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. Do you know how I heard of Jamal Campbell?
What's up?
No.
So he did a homage cover of Liefeld's New Mutants 98.
Oh yeah, that's a classic one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when he was showing off the artwork just to see what people would think, Liefeld got all butt hurt that he didn't write after Liefeld on the cover, like in the little corner box or anything like that. So even though it wasn't like a final edition of the art, he was just getting, just to see how people felt about it. I thought that was
That's a cool book. There were two versions of it, right? There was one with like an Amazing Spider-Man trade dress, and then the other one with like a old school New Mutant style trade dress, and that was the one that would sold for more back in the day.
Yeah, I have them both, but yeah, I thought it was just kind of funny how that caused like internet drama and all that. All right,
always some drama, but all right, that's it.
Yep. So big shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price. Make sure you use the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. Make sure to check out their social media because they do have a giveaway going on right now with the Flops New York City Comic Con. exclusives from Something Is Killing the Children. Anyways, and then a big shout out to our other sponsors over at Bird City Comics. You can use the code Nirvana for a 10% discount. Some restrictions may apply. And then I know they just recently dropped a Exquisite Corpses cover. That was pretty cool. So make sure to check it out. Alrighty. Hot book alert again this week, Sunday.
Yes, this Sunday.
I'll be
Sweet.
snowed in, so I will be there. Looking forward to it.
Actually, I might join too because I might not have work on Monday.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got
Depends.
the championship football, bro. Get to see you go to Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Pats play like 3 though, so that'll be over by then. So I'm not gonna get hung up there.
What
Yeah,
is that? What is that,
like
John?
that.
Hey, is
I
that
like
Scotty
that
Young?
court series by Scotty Young a lot.
John always has something cool.
Oh man.
Well, we were talking about old school autographs, and I bought these 2 books. This is from it's an odd third, right? This is it's from the Tischler collection. Randy Tischler used to be as master of ceremonies for the Ringo Awards at Baltimore Comic Con, and these
Oh,
are
dope.
directly from his collection.
Oh,
So
that's
he
really
had
cool.
these signed back in the days by Scotty, back when he used to use the graffiti style signature.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you don't find, and he refuses to sign these and anything in his old school signature, if anybody's aware.
Why is that?
He just says that he likes
Does
the
he refuse to
uniqueness.
tell you why he just refuses
No,
to?
I heard somebody that did offer to pay him a premium to get a set of books signed with the old school, and he just says he likes the idea that they have that limited,
Time
run
period.
of
Oh,
right, and he says it wouldn't be unique anymore or a rarity if he just continued to do it for money. I don't think at this point he needs money, so it's like I think he likes the idea that he has something that's rare that people are chasing.
I think he just likes to have fun at conventions. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
like the only way to get a Scotty Young commission back in the day was to roll doubles on dice at his table,
Mm.
and then you had the opportunity to purchase a commission.
Right.
But otherwise you're just you stood in line and you're getting some autographs.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scotty. I don't have any money for a commission. I just didn't think I was going to roll a double, bro.
Dude, it's like $300. Oh, nice! You got the clutch.
And
Damn,
shout
you
out-
already got
yeah.
them? I'm supposed to get
Oh.
mine tomorrow. So.
I actually flew to LA to pick these. No, I'm joking.
Oh, shut up.
But dude, these are so fucking nice, man. If you guys didn't order these, you better find
Right.
Clutch on Instagram or his
All right.
website. I know he has a website, but
All right, are y'all going to be on Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday?
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're gonna be snowed in. So
Yeah, and then Joe and I will more than likely be on the Hot 10. Alrighty, later days.
Bye.